Miracles of magnesium, the master mineral the body needs. Please do make use of the glossary at the end of this video to understand this video. Table of contents. What is magnesium? Magnesium is often referred to as the master mineral as it tells other minerals what they have to do. Also, every organ of the body depends on magnesium for their efficient functioning. It's the fourth and the most abundant mineral found in the human body. Functions of magnesium. Magnesium contributes to fortifying human health, especially the bones and the muscles. It is crucial to the heart, musculoskeletal system, brain for producing antioxidants that combat multiple diseases, smooth functioning of thousands of enzymes that aid in the regulation of one's system. Magnesium takes part in 700 types of chemical reactions that take place in the body. Magnesium regulates energy production in our body, and it is one of the reasons why magnesium deficiency causes fatigue in many people. It also causes carbohydrate intolerance, sugar imbalances, etc., as magnesium is required for converting carbohydrate into adenosine triphosphate, ATP, which the body uses for energy production. Magnesium regulates the production of hormones, for example, progesterone and estrogen in women, testosterone in men, etc. Functions of magnesium. Magnesium also regulates the nervous system. Magnesium is an electrolyte required for the proper functioning of the brain's electrical system and nervous system. Magnesium is needed for generation of neurotransmitters, production of dopamine, for cell membrane production, and for pseudocoelom, a very important neuroregulatory function. Magnesium is needed for the production of protein and for methylation. Magnesium is also needed for glucose and insulin metabolism, maintaining blood pressure, stabilization of cells, etc. Vitamin D is very important for our body and it is activated by magnesium. Methylation, which we used for a lot of detoxification, depends largely on magnesium. Magnesium deficiency is also known as hypomagnesemia. Magnesium deficiency causes inadequate dietary intake, diabetes, poor absorption, chronic diarrhea, celiac disease, alcoholism, etc. Magnesium deficiency leads to toxic buildup of estrogen metabolites, which increases the risk of cancer. Symptoms of magnesium deficiency: muscle twitches and cramps, mental disorders like depression, anxiety, etc., osteoporosis, fatigue and muscle weakness, high blood pressure, asthma, irregular heartbeat. What causes magnesium deficiency? Processed sugar, white sugar, is the main culprit that contributes to magnesium deficiency. Natural sugars found in fruits are absolutely okay to eat. Whenever you eat sugar in the form of added sweetener, added sugar or carbohydrate sugar, there are 8 different steps to break down one molecule of sugar and running it through proper biochemistry. More than half of those steps actually require magnesium. What are the other causes of magnesium deficiency? Gut inflammation. Absorption of nutrients take place in the small intestine. If your gut is on fire, or you have irritable or an inflammatory bowel disease like celiac disease, Crohn's disease, or ulcerative colitis or other kind of non-specific inflammatory disease, inflammation of the stomach, esophagus, etc. may contribute to magnesium deficiency. Chronic stress. Caffeine in coffee is diuretic that depletes magnesium at higher doses. Certain antibiotics, antidepressants and anti-seizure medications can deplete magnesium. In women, estrogen medicines, birth control pills or estrogen substitutes deplete magnesium. High blood pressure or hypertension involves treatment by medicines that are known to deplete magnesium. Magnesium regulates muscle tension and low magnesium may cause blood pressure to go up. Medicines for hypertension or high blood pressure, antacid, are the top medicines that depletes magnesium from your body over time. What happens when you eat processed sugar without magnesium? Sugar is an empty calorie with no nutritional value. There is no magnesium in sugar. Your body has to find magnesium from somewhere else to break down the sugar molecule. So, if you are eating foods high in sugars, Your body steals magnesium from your own storage to process the sugar and convert it into energy. Tests to do. If you want to measure and regulate your levels, one of the best tests to do is red blood cell test. A level 6 or higher, about 6 to 6.5 is a really good range to try to shoot for a test like that. The best way to evaluate magnesium is through what's called lymphocyte proliferation, where you look for magnesium levels not in the red blood cells but in the white blood cells. So, it's a very, very accurate way to help you assess magnesium deficiency. Serum magnesium level is a poor marker or poor indicator for magnesium status. So do not rely on this test to measure your levels or depend on that as a tool to help guide you in the direction of how much and when to take. The best food sources of magnesium. Nature provides magnesium in the most biological and bioavailable form. Leafy greens are rich in magnesium. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, rainbow chard, beet greens, mustard greens are great options to boost your magnesium levels. Wild-caught cold water fishes like halibut, herring, mackerel are really good sources of magnesium. Red meats are good sources of magnesium. Eat it in moderation. It is present in abundance in muscle tissue. Other than these, chocolate, avocados, Brazil nuts, legumes, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, bananas, almonds, garlic, peanuts, figs etc. are great sources of magnesium. Magnesium supplementation. Supplements must be considered as a secondary option. How much magnesium is safe to take? Generally, 200 to 1000 milligrams a day. Sometimes you may overdo it. So, keep monitoring your levels. Magnesium supplement is relatively safe and most people are deficient with magnesium. So, this range is not going to be a problem for most people, but it is better if we get evaluated. What are the best forms? Magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate are the best supplement forms of magnesium. Taking too much magnesium glycinate can cause loose bowel or diarrhea, and that may not be suitable for some people. But combination of these two will work well. Magnesium gluconate and magnesium malate are other sources of magnesium available in supplemental form. Magnesium oxide is not much recommended, as it is polyabsorbed. Magnesium chloride, though does not contain as much concentration of magnesium as other supplemental forms, it is better in terms of not getting the side effects of diarrhea. Magnesium is better absorbed through the skin. So, magnesium oil is another option. Epsom salt bath is also a great source of magnesium. Epsom salts are magnesium sulfate, which gets absorbed through skin. Thus, for getting the required magnesium level without the risk of diarrhea, Epsom salt bath and magnesium oil are highly recommended. How to take an Epsom salt bath. The water should be very warm, not hot, but comfortable to the touch. Add the Epsom salt while the water is running to help it dissolve. For a standard sized tub, use the amount suggested on the package, usually 1 to 2 cups. Don't use Epsom salt in a hot tub, whirlpool, or other tub with jets unless the manufacturer says it's okay. Keep the part of your body that hurts in the water for at least 12 minutes to 20 minutes or your feet immersed in the water tub. Then just relax. If you have arthritis pain, do Epsom salt bath every day. This bath helps a lot with people who have insomnia, migraines, muscle tension, aches and pains and many more health problems. Friends, thank you for watching my video. Hope the information provided was useful to you. I have shared the links to quite a few tried and tested healthcare products online. You can purchase those products through the links I have provided in the description box below. Hope to meet you soon with a new video on health. Till then, live, love, learn, laugh.